Good evening everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday so far. Happy reset day for those in NA. I hear it's a big patch at the moment with lots of maintenance. Not sure if the NA servers are back up. Let's jump back to the scene. Good evening one and all. Let's make sure I put the audio on. There we go. How is everyone? I hope you're doing well. Who have we got in tonight? We've got Aspie Savage, Dayoka, Linnaeus, The Real Ginny, Biscuit, Vallegro's here, Hypnosis, Sammy, Eridastia, Fishy Boy, Lichborg, Zimpao, Aura Warrior, Two Frog. Excuse me. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Is it up already? Oh, that's fantastic. Sebon Clawfang. Good evening, Nabble. I am chilling, literally chilling in Northrend. I was here earlier looking for our good friend, the Bagman, at 4 o'clock on EU time. Sadly, no luck on Samadan this time. I'm not sure when the next one is. It's going to be... excuse me. It's going to be after 10 o'clock, I think. More like 11 or something like that. Although it's on a new rotation now. Let's check Wowhead and see what the timer is on that. Or I could check my map, actually. I should know that. What have you got here in terms of Death Rising, Ice Crown? What's next? That one, Patchwork.
Goat_yay
so
just
sorry.
subscribed.
I've got a real tickly cough at the
3
moment.
months so far. Happy to support you, Samadan. Keep making the gold making community a happy place.
Gautier, thank you so much. That is amazing. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. I have a hold of the emotes for you. There we go. Thank you. I think I only just clicked a few there. I'm sure I clicked more than that. There we go. Thank you so much for your support, Gautier. It's really, really appreciated. If I had the add-on, I would have known. I know, Jack. It's on my list of things. I keep forgetting to put it on. They reduced the timer to 10 minutes, didn't they? Which is really good. So that's definitely good. Seralia, good evening to you. Aspie Savage. Oh, Scardy is next. Is that next on here? Loots, Scardy. Which one's that? I have to have a look. Patchwork. See, I don't have a... I need to see which one it is. The Summoner. Well, I don't think I've updated these add-ons actually, so that's gonna need to change because that says 15 minutes. I'm not sure that's going to be right. So it's 45 minutes till Bagman. Okay, thank you. There we go. As I was loading in, the boss skull icon in the top left tells you their order. So this one in spawn order, Patchwork, and then I don't know whether this needs updating. Let me just check my add-ons. Off the Coast, Plague Wave. Oh, this one. Oh, right, okay. Spawn order is, oh, that one. This is not a real boss, just showing shared loots and spawn order of bosses. Oh, right, okay, that's easy. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. Thank you. Maybe make a list of the list and make token price and get the token price in chat. Yes, that's another one on the list, Jack. Definitely. Yeah, there's lots of stuff needing to happen here. Hold on, let me just check on my WoW up. I've got a whole load of stuff that needs to update. So I'm just going to click update all. Oh, hello. We have a friend up at the top here. I'll just let that update on the side. Oh, you've jumped back down. The kittens are playing around my legs, so if you see them herring around, that's where they are at the moment. Right, that might have killed my chat for a little while. Hold on. See how that works. Update your add-ons off screen. Just do a /reload in game now. Yes, that's really, really handy. I'm just updating a whole load now. They're installing. There's quite a few of them. Now includes Ice Crown on Tomcat's tours. Okay, plus Handy Notes support. So I've got all of that and Handy Notes Scourge Invasions. I don't necessarily need both. Handy Notes as well. We'll see what happens. Yeah. We'll keep an eye on that. How is everyone? How have you been? How's your last couple of days been? Good evening, Commander Bond. Lovely to have you here. Just need the bag on your tunes and the vendor Mog on 1, and you're done with Ice Crown for for this decade. Wow, Darkwing, that's really good going. I haven't got it on any of my EU characters at all, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Right, I think those have all updated, so I'm going to do a slash reload here. There we go, and let that pop through and see what happens. There we go. Good evening, Rasheen. Lovely to have you here. How's everyone doing today? Can't wait till Monday night. I know, it's very exciting. It's coming up. It's coming up very, very quickly. Shadowlands party here. Yep, we'll be doing a stream around launch time for a couple of hours, so you'll see me there. If I do, don't forget on Discord we have a giveaway going on at the moment. Exclamation mark giveaway. That should work. That's the link to the Discord channel. In the giveaways, new section giveaways, we put one there. So, hope you enjoyed the Zoth giveaway. Haven't done any catch-up stuff at all. Interesting. Sloppy12221, good evening. Thank you so much. Do I use a profile on TSM for all my characters, or does each toon have their own profile? Each toon has its own profile with its respective profession. If you look at my settings here, we've got different profiles. I've got test ones as well, but we've got a whole load of different ones, mainly for each character. That's the main reason there. Commander Bond coming straight in with a Silas. What kind of Silas would you like? The zombie invasion. I was over in Stormwind a while ago. Didn't see a lot there. They've been fine at the moment, just running around. Having a funny 5 minutes. Thank you. You're waiting for this chance. A Sean Connery Silas, of course. Okay. I can do that one definitely. Hold on, let me set it up for you. Okay, so... is Silas's first name is Silas, isn't it? Which, hold on. Wow, Silas. What's his full name? If I'm going to do the whole Bond thing. Oh, so who's turned up on my map? What was that? Scardy the Ruthless. You have no target. Scardy. Don't know where that one is. Let me have a look. Silas Darkmoon. Okay, thank you. There we go. We'll do that for you. Right, okay, here we go. The name's Darkmoon. Silas Darkmoon. There we go. Just for you, Commander Bond. Purple skull, thank you. In colours, there we go. Great big skull in the middle. Right, let's head over that way whilst I'm here and go with that one. I don't have a little arrow showing me the way, but that'd be fine. Click to target. Don't have anything else here, do I? Yeah, I'm heading in the right direction. That's always good. Good evening, Drizzling Rose. Lovely to have you here. How are you doing this fine evening? I'm just going through, and I wasn't intending to chase after rares here, but I just happened to be in Ice Crown when we started, so I might as well stay here for the moment. I have listed my auctions on already on Samadan, so he's doing well. Glorious. Okay, fantastic. Intrepid Muppet, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. It is, I'm used to post your sales in chat. Oh, thank you, Ginny. It's very kind of you. Let's just jump ourselves down here. Scardy the Ruthless is here. Go and join in the party. There we go. Dismount here. And Jack's going for a Silas as well. Fantastic. Hold on. Hold on. You want a hand puppet, Silas? Okay. I don't have a hand puppet to hand, but I'll try my best. See what I've got. Oh God, he's just gone. Hold on. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Everything goes, and then I'll catch up. Just use my hand. Okay. I'll go for that one. Okay. Right. I think we've done with the tagging here anyway, so that's fine. And we just sold a deep sea bag for 415. Brilliant. I'll leave that going in the background. Let all that come through. Okay, we've got extra ones coming in here. I'll do this, then we'll join in with the Silas. and then I'll catch up with everything else. There we go. Okay. Right, I'll grab everything from here. Join in with everyone else. So easy to gear up now, I guess, really. Oh, congratulations on the jerkin. Got some scourge stones there. Right, I'm just going to park myself here for a minute so I can make sure I've got everything else. Right, okay. Right, okay, let's go and do here. Right, just for Jack, I'll have to move out the way here for this one. Right, all done. Hello, my name's Silas. Happy Silas to you. I hope that works for you, Jack. It needs a sock or something like that to do that properly. But there we go. Just for you. Right, okay. Oh, I've got some aggro. Let's just run away for a minute. And we'll ignore that. And then go over to the next one. There we go. Right, what did I miss? Hold on, let me just get somewhere safe. This isn't safe. Oh, you're chasing me. Okay, I need Hearthstone. Let's go here. Oh no, we're gonna wait here for the minute. Actually, I'll stay there for the moment. Okay, right. I missed a whole load of stuff coming up here. There we go. Intrepid Muppet. You used to post your TSM sales chat window with a sound. Now it only does intermittently, if at all. Any ideas? I think it's a little bit buggy at the moment. Is the main problem there? Right. Let me just Flight Falconer. I'm in a dangerous area, so I need to move out of the way here. They're all resting here. I chose the wrong place to land. I should have just... Yeah, I'm just walking into further and further trouble here. This is not good. Okay, bear with me one moment and then I'll get back onto chat. There we go. This looks like a roughly safe place over here. I'm going to go over here. Shame I've got no shadow meld. I'm going to just deal with this one. And then I'll come back. There we go. Momo, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. There we go. But last month you got COVID and really didn't feel like playing. That's sorry to hear that, Lemature. I hope you're on the mend now. Definitely. The zombie event actually is not much I've seen of it so far yet, but it's going to be fun, definitely. Right, let me just make sure I haven't missed anything. Active red will always show us purple. Okay, there we go. Right, that's good to know. Doing the Thanos ult tour now. Yes, get your weapons in, definitely. Okay, what else did I miss? The invasion is here. You just infected. Oh, were you at Audastia? How was it? There we go. Taking infection from Stormwind all the way to Darkshire. Okay. That is definitely taking it far, certainly. Doing good. Had a nice day at work. Not much happening, but that's all good. Learned how to register new customers on the PC. Oh, fantastic. Learning new skills is always good. Keeps our brain sharp. Right, there we go. Just going to make sure I've caught up on a whole load of stuff coming in through. So I feel doing auctions at the moment. We get somewhere safe. Yeah, basically that's how it is. I was on the roof earlier. Trying to buy stuff from Black Desert. All right, okay. 2 screens now. Still brain doesn't know. Watching the other screen doesn't mean the mouse moves too. Of course, yeah. Upcoming Shadowlands craziness in regards to gold making, of course. I mentioned, what would I suggest? Go with any profession at the moment. They all look like they've got different things going on them at the moment. So I would definitely just pick your main professions and run with them and enjoy the expansion. And I'm sure you'll make gold, definitely. I was affected and immediately killed. Oh right, okay, that was it, was it? In Ice Cream helps with the catch-up gear. It really does. It really does. I mean, Samadan is probably my best geared character, item level 112. I mean, I'm not too concerned about much beyond that. I've got a few things that are below 100, but overall, I'm fairly happy with that. Some of my other characters are definitely lackluster, so we'll have to do something about them. Let me just take to the skies. That will be slightly safer. There we go. Where is the next one? Is that Ingvar the Plunderer? Okay, let's go head over there whilst it's a couple of minutes away, as you're over here, and then we'll go and join in with that one. My bet's on Enchanting and Inscription. I think they're going to definitely be good, because Enchanting, you're going to be able to sell the mats, not for a huge markup, but you will be able to sell the mats There's everyone. You'll be able to sell the mats for enchanting. Oh, was a Blingtron. Borrow that for 5,000. You'll be able to sell the enchanted versions of leatherworking, blacksmithing, and tailoring for everyone who wants to do their legendaries. And there's going to be a huge, and we've just seen, Manthius was posting earlier, there's a huge number of base legendary items to craft to get up to rank 4. So all the materials are going to get burned up in creating these things. It's going to be very, very interesting. Hope it's a mining course, but everyone in them will be farming that. They will, but there will be. I think there's going to be a decent amount of people using it up as well. So I'm very, very curious to see what the balance is going to be on that front. That's the main thing. On last alt, good point. Does he drop anything new on reset? I don't know actually. Yeah, but doing auction house only, and that's going to be interesting. Finally sold your first Sky Golem. Oh, congratulations, Macho. That's really good. I'm still working my way towards making one. I'm not sure I'll follow these. How much we got? Skadi, then we've got Ingvar, and then Black Knight, then Bagman's in 30 minutes. So I might get myself in position for Bagman, then go off and just relist some auctions on some other characters before we go and do that. After this one's popped, certainly. Good evening, Gwilyn. Lovely to have you here. How's your day been so far? I need to suck it up and get the Vial of the Sands recipe. Yeah, that's always the tricky one. Got my what was it? Where was my train of thought? Completely derailed myself then. The Vial of the Sands, yes, that's a really, really tricky one. It all depends on your luck more than anything else. Where is this one? Let's find you where you are. Hold on. There you are. Under the great big thing here. What do we get from this one? We have pitch black scourge stones, a cursed keepsake, an axe, there's a ring here, item level 100. I've actually got better rings at the moment, so that's alright. And then a leather waist. There's not actually anything I need from this guy, apart from scourge stones, so I'll let that go through at the moment. Yes, I saw that about them being nerfed to Allegro. Very interesting, isn't it? I wonder how less invested in slot they're going to be, or whether people will still buy them for a little bit of utility for the moment. Phones up, touched me Goldman buy directly from me via Cash and Deliver. Yes, I remember you mentioning it that last time, Machine. Getting a good relationship with a farmer is going to be very, very useful, especially in these early days. Doing something that is going to be useful to you and to them. So all three gathering professions, tailoring, cloth scavenging, and enchanting, getting crystals from bulk items. Considering any profession with a gathering component will be valuable at the start. Yes, yeah, I see what you mean, Neville, yeah. We are targeted here. Let me just move a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, Talfi Online, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. The new kittens are definitely adorable. They're playing down on the out, just slightly out of camera here at the moment. So they'll probably get sleepy a bit later, and then we can move it a bit further. Don't tell anyone you need to clear your stock here, definitely. Inkstained, good afternoon to you. Oh, there we go, we're off. Press all the buttons, get our tag, and then go on from there. Still better than the heirloom trinkets people had while leveling, so it still will be used a little bit, definitely. Oh, let's just make sure people are healed. There we go. I've just gone and healed everyone just in case. Divine hint on everyone. Gotta make sure people are alive. Where's my heals? There we go. Gotta do my healing duties. Including on myself. There we go. Okay, all done. And then we'll jump in there. Right. Pitch black scourge stones. Congratulations, Ginny, on your band. Right, I'm going to head over to Bagman, and then we'll come back to that in a moment. There we go. We'll get rid of that one. Get myself to somewhere safe. That'll be easier. Wonderful scholar strengths. Companion is still better than the alien trinkets. Could do that one. Challenge is released on Monday, or in EU on a Tuesday. I think they're going just with the global release schedule. I mean, they introduced new things this Monday with the Scourge invasion, so it's definitely. I don't want the ring, no. Thank you, Ginny. I'm all good. I've got better on me at the moment, but thank you. You give you the Bruised Dragon you seek from him. Selfish whelp. Yeah, that's the one that gives the mount, isn't it? Right, I'm going to just hide Samadan here. We've got some sales going through anyway, but we need to make sure everyone else is sorted. We have... Hold on, let me just check this. So we have... Bronjaham is in 26 minutes time, so that's about 1950. So we'll go over at that point. So let's go over to our other characters. And it's supposed to be 3 PM EST release. Yeah, so it's worldwide all the same time. So for you, 3 PM EST is 11 PM here in the UK. The add-on showing the time to the next one. I've got a few different ones that are all doing the same things. We've got Tomcat Tours and Rare Scanner and Handy Notes. Tomcat Tours is giving me the timer information, I believe, because it's integrated a few more things in there. Let's do Awakening. I did post things on earlier, but I probably need to do a cancel scan. We still have a Silas proc active, so I'll just have to rush through this a little bit quickly and have a look and see what happens on that front. Midnight for you and Jack. Yes, it is. And then 9 AM for everyone in Australia, which is very reasonable. So I've got a feeling it's going to be sort of, well, I'm going to basically go on, check everything out, go through them all, and then I'm going to get up early the next day, and that's when I'm going to really go through it. Oh, we've got some sales. That's good. I saw a Des Mephisto video talking about Lightfoot potions being very useful right at the very beginning in the Moor, and then after that they're not really usable. So you might get some good sales of Lightfoot potions over the next few days. Watch out for that one. And let's just go through and cancel everything off first, because I've probably been undercut on these. Should be making Goblin Glider kits like mad. Can't keep them stocked on the auction. That's a good point, actually. Goblin Glider kits and the rocket boots are going to be used as well. I don't know how to make the rocket boots. I need to look that one up. But yeah, definitely. Rare Scanner is handy as well. Yeah, I've got them all, and I'm just going for a sort of like a go for everything approach and see what happens. And this will be the only customer for those potions, you feel. It could be because he's very, very specialist in terms of going for the speed runs. But other people like to emulate, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few more people following along, trying to do similar on their servers. So you'll log in somewhere Wednesday afternoon. So it's when it's a bit quieter, perhaps. Well, let me just check those auctions. There we go. Oh wow, we have got a load of sales coming through. So that means we're going to have to restart. We've got 7 minutes left on Silas. How are you looking? Gathering. Let's clear this queue. That needs to be made as well. And okay, just Superior Battle Potion of Intellect and Abyssal Healing Potion. I feel like there should be more than that. They're all in there. Those are in my bags. Okay, well, let's go with it. Tear down groups, restock. Yeah, it's just going for those ones. Superior Potion of Intellect. Maybe it's a profit thing. Let me look at the list. Maybe they're... Well, they seem... I'm not using profit in my crafting operation, so that should be fine. I'll let that run through. Maybe I've got some more in stock. Go to bed at 7 the evening before, and then get up like 3 or 4 in the morning. I like that plan, Rose. That's a really good one. I won't be doing the same myself. It's not very family friendly getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning, especially with the kittens. I can't imagine that one. Trivial Gnome, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Alright, we're still going through 7. Just let that run through. Then abyssal healing potions after this. We'll just keep making potions until people stop buying them. I wonder how much sales we'll get during the beginning of Shadowlands, because obviously some of these potions won't be usable beyond level 50. Some of them will be still used by people as they level, and some, well, we won't be able to necessarily get the new ones going until people have got a decent amount of herbs and things like that. Being sold at 300% market value. Craft cost is small, so I sell. Severely undercutting competition. I try to strike a balance as well, Inkstained. If it's ridiculously high, that's what the maximum price is for. So that's what I go for, and leave it at that. If by that I end up undercutting a lot of people, then so be it. It's what I think is a fair price, basically. Okay, those are going on. Maximum amount already posted on those, so I already have enough of everything. So we've got 5 minutes left. We'll just check, just in case we do get another Silas. No, we don't, so I'll log off whilst I can, make use of that 4 minutes we got left. Cats are nocturnal. They are, although ours do sleep for a fair amount at the moment. The kittens are doing very well, just sleeping away. We do have one. Oh, you're already sleepy. Just in the corner. There. On the bed. Adriana, good evening to you. Do I stay on one server for gold making? Pretty much, Sloppy. I do have my NA Let's Play series, which is separate to my EU streaming that I'm doing here. So I do effectively play on 2. I've got some characters on other servers, I just need to make use of them. That's the next main thing. Alright, let's go have a look at our mailbox over here. So at 350 gold, but I'm cleaning up at 240 and still making a huge profit over craft costs. Exactly. Do what works for you. If that's reasonable for you, then definitely. We've got some sales. Sundering, 2 Sunderings, and Vessel of the Quick Blade. So that's 9,000 gold. We'll take that. We need to build our money up, especially as the cost of the whole legendary base items is going to be huge. We best have a look at that and get ourselves prepared with as much gold as possible, ideally. So I'll just do a cancel scan on these, as it's a competitive market. Ledger and somewhere, I know some odd profiles, deleted them in game, and then hopes they will be removed from the ledger as well. But not the case, you can't remove data from the ledger yet. Oh, right, okay. That's interesting. You'd think they would, wouldn't you? I think that's why I've not really looked at the ledger, because mine looks a bit of a mess, probably because of all my test profiles and everything like that, because I got so many going on at the moment. Right, let's take the cancels off and post them on and go through there. Right, okay, that's done, and run a post scan. Thank you, Villegro. Yes, I haven't got the items on me at the moment to be able to show you, but they're in the photo in the Discord if you're interested in the items that I'm going to be sending to the lucky winner on the Discord. You can filter things a lot, can you? Oh, okay, that's worth knowing. Yeah, just to make it a bit cleaner, I think. I saw Records Want to Buy Gold had quite a nice view of his ledger. I'll see if I can replicate something similar myself. Right, gathering wise on here, got everything we needed because I did some crafting of inks and expulsum earlier, so I'm all good to remake these and repost them on. There we go. Rebuilding his gold empire explains how to start making gold on multiple servers and why. Oh really? Oh, it's good to see Break making more videos. definitely have to check that one out. I guess he's getting ready for Shadowlands. Let's get those on, those on. Let's run out. We're doing well with time for Bagman. Let's just jump through the other ones. 190% mod luck. No, I have to keep it fair for all, in accordance with UK law, free to enter. But it is a promising tool, yes it is, definitely. Same way most are doing it, selling pets on other realms to get some capital to start with, and then going on from there, yeah. I do have access to a whole load of pets on NA, so I could see myself doing something there. Both are on the bed. They're both in completely different areas, so I'll have to wait until they get a bit... one's already asleep. What's that? Is that Dodger? That's Jammy asleep. And Dodger's having a groom. And let's do all the expires. Oh yeah. But are the pets valuable enough to get some capital? I think so. I think there's a fair mix of them. I'm not a big pet person, but definitely looks to be some good ones there. Crush Tilline? I hope I've got that right in one of those pronunciations. Lovely to have you here. How are you doing? Uncanny Gear Burnished Mine. Oh, we sold a burnished mining bag. Don't sell those very often. Someone must be getting ready for their Shadowlands Gatherer. Let's pick those up. And then let's post that on. They're not speaking, the kittens, not snuggling together. Not today. They are very much, well, Jammy on the down there is more of a lap cat. Dodger is more of a neck and shoulder cat. But they do snuggle together at night time. It depends on what mood they're in. Which add-on managed to think I'll use? Overall for another. I'm currently using WoW Up. It works for me in its sort of limited capacity at the moment. I know, Jack, you were using the CurseForge Overwolf one, weren't you? Not a big pet person. I only got 4 cats. Oh, the irony, of course. As we going for a full screen cats, and we can do that. They are... That's probably about as wide as I can get them for the moment. Okay, let's do that where they are. There we go. Sleepy kitties. Far away. There we go. Yeah, use Overwolf. Wife wants to see the kittens. They're far away, so you can't really see them that closely. But when they're closer together, I'll be able to move the camera over. He explains to you that WoW doesn't support the add-on makers. Well, that's a reason to use Overwolf, because they do, don't they, through the advertising revenue. So that is that's a reason there. If ever I saw one. Did I post everything on? I think I did. There we go, my auctions, that's all on. Probably need to restock here. How are we doing for time? We should be okay for the minute. Oh, there's quite a lot of uncanny gear there. We'll do the burnished mining bag and the coarse leather treads as we can there. We'll also do our TSM task list and get these going. There we go. Yeah, crafted dreadful gladiators armbands of prowess. There we go. There we go. That's kittens. I'll change the camera once they're closer. There we go. General purpose paste bin for Shadowlands. That's what I'm currently working on at the moment, guys. I'll put together a load of Shadowlands groups as they are, including all the professions. I'm waiting for the final update to hit on Wednesday for us, and then I'll start going through that and then putting that on my Patreon, yes. And then beyond that, once I actually get into Shadowlands, then I'll be updating the individual profession groups so that those will be updated with Shadowlands as I do stuff from there. I have no idea, Neville. I'm not an add-on developer. I'd have to speak to someone like Profits or Tomcat and find out. Yeah. So no add-on developer or Twitch movement has said that advertising revenue means anything to them. That's pretty much, yeah. Yeah. That's the thing, is once the rumour goes around, then people, it's hard to get people to change after that. Right, okay, so let's go next one. There we go. Needs a separate profession for haberdasher. Yeah. I would definitely like that. Seabar, good evening to you. My morning has gone very well. It's evening for me now, but good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. You just copy and paste. That's fair enough. Yeah, I don't know enough about it to be able to substantiate it. Oh, I'm in Stormwind. Oh, could be dangerous here. Let's risk it. Oh, no, here we go. Invasion. I saw some zombies. I think I'm going to get infected here. Yeah, I'm infected. I'm trying to open my mail. Quick. There we go. Open my mail. Can I post my auctions whilst I'm infected? Let's keep going. Let's see what I can do whilst I'm infected. I've got no idea what happens when I'm infected. This is going to be fun. Okay. Post on what I can when I can. There are healers you can find. Okay. But I'd like to see what happens because it's fun. Shattrath is safe, usually, yes. That's where Samadan in NA is parked. Just doing some posting for prepping brekkie, getting your morning started. Thanks for the tip on Enchanted Eliantum. Really boosted your auction stat. Oh, fantastic. All rumours start with truth and then get overblown. Alright. I seem okay for the moment. I don't have any cooldowns I need to do. Alright, there we go. So what happens here? Let's have a look. Infectious zombie. I have Mangle, Wretch, Beckoning Groan. Beckons up to 4 zombies within 4 yards of you. They must not be in combat. Lurch increases the movement speed of nearby zombies for 100%. And Zombie Explosion. Okay. So what can we do? Stormwind City Guard. Okay. Okay, let's just run around. Oh, there's a lot of guards around. The Herald's Herald doesn't help. What's that one do? Zombie Explosion. Oh, that could be bad. Oh, that's brilliant. I like it. Right, where am I? Let's just close that down so I can see everything. Oh, I'm just outside. Okay. So am I still? 8 minutes. Okay. Not 1, not 3, not 5, not 7. Thank you so much, Darkwing. Okay, let's resurrect. So am I still infected? Oh, I'm just right next to a zombie. Okay, so it's short and fun. That's fine. I can live with that. That's alright. Okay, we'll leave ourselves parked here for the moment. Probably need to go somewhere safer. Companies like Google built business I had around back in the day. Facebook Guild's Ventrilo server and web server, but there are a lot of people in between now who get their cut. You're 1p per click around everything. So that's usually nearer to 0.00001p per click. Yeah, basically. To be worth anything, you need a huge number of impressions, as Nabal said. Okay, so we're actually okay here. Posted on our auctions. We don't have to do daily cooldowns just yet on you, so you're okay. I'll leave you parked on the roof. Doing Trial of the Crusader raid whilst waiting to farm the rares. Okay, what's the Trial of the Crusader? Where am I here? I had to move to Old Dalaran to finish auctions. Yeah, it can be. I think people are. I've seen them running into the auctioneers and things like that. It's kind of like what you want to do if you're a zombie. Definitely, that's the main purpose of it. Right, we are in Dalaran here, so we can do our dailies by the anvil, which is handy. So we'll do our yard's peculiar energy source. How many are we up to now? 21. Okay, and we also dual crafting, no, not engineering. Dual crafting Imperial Amethyst. Discover something new. Accurate Imperial Amethyst. That's a good start. Then we'll jump out here, get ourselves to the mailbox. Collect our expires. One of these days I'm going to surprise myself with a Panther sale, which is going to be amazing. But for the moment, I'll stick with those. Imperial, Glinting Imperial, Leviathan's Eye, and Amber Blaze Loot. Grab all of those. And killing Flightmaster. Oh, killing the Flightmasters is annoying, definitely. Yeah, I can see how that would be annoying. Goldchild was not safe more than normal. Yeah, that's true. Cranes. Nice one, Rose. I like it. Bugs on NA right now have just demotivated me from leveling. Oh, what are the bugs you're getting, Seven Clawfang? Do I farm the mats or do I just snipe unpriced goods on the auction house craft? I buy everything from the auction house. If I can get it for a cheap price, then great. But sometimes I have to spend a little bit extra. It all depends on what we have. Let me have a look. I probably need to restock on some of these. Let me just check. Clear that one. Restock. Amethyst Loot, Amber Blaze Loot, Leviathan's Eye, and then the two Panthers, which have a potential profit. I need to make a couple more. I've got enough to buy the materials I need for those. And what am I missing here? Something's not quite right. What was it was looking for there? Tidal Amethyst Loot. I'm on engineering, that's why. Tidal. There we go, that will be why I was on the wrong one. Couldn't make them because I was on the wrong profession. There we go, Leviathan's Eye and then Ruby Panther and things like that we need to probably do at some point. Let's go through and post those. 2,101 gliders. Wow, that's really good. I really need to do gliders. Let's look at our engineering here for a minute. Gliders, Goblin Glider. Needs Tinker's kits. Currently going for 50 gold. Do I have any? I have some somewhere. Engineering Goblin Glider, specialised folding thing. Let's have a look. I know Awakening had a whole load of them. We ought to put those on. Let's Goblin Glider. What's missing here? Missing materials. But I can't queue one up, which is interesting. Why can't I queue one up? What do I have in my chat window configured so it only shows TSM info? It's just basically I've turned off general and other chat off, I believe. So it's just TSM stuff goes through at the moment. Way to go for Panthers. Yeah, Transmute Master is definitely useful. Oh, that's not sellable. Is this one not sellable? Hold on, have I got the wrong glider? Hold on. Devices, Pandaren Engineering, Goblin Glider. Unlearned. Ah, there we go, Goblin Glider kit. Ooh, there we go. Okay, we need Draenor Engineering. That's why I can't do it. Is the name for the right one. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rasheen. Okay, it's the WOD one, yeah. Yeah, personal chant for the cloak. One is different to the other. Okay, Sumptuous Fur, True Iron Ore, We have a fair amount of that. So how is our drain or engineering is at 0. So we're going to have to sort this out. I need to go do bags first. Thank you, Jack. Bag man is coming first. We'll get back to you. We need to get into this. Yeah. 2 minutes. Samadan, it's bag time. Thank you, everyone. Bag, quick, bag man, 2 minutes. Good luck, everyone who's going for their bag. we need a bag man emote. I'm gonna have to do something. Right, there we go. Let's just jump up here. Oh look, there's everyone. We are back. Oh, I'm still in the group as well. Fantastic. Right, let's park myself here. Good luck, everyone. I hope you get your bags. Second in a row, I hope. Good luck. Bags and kittens. Doesn't get any better than this. You can make goblin gliders in your garrison. Okay. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I've got a low Dungeon Awakening, so I have to probably post those on. We'll wait here, there we go. This is... yes, this is busy, definitely. It's fun watching everyone here. I like it, it's definitely good. Good story with myself when Shadowlands stops. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use them. I often forget to use them. But I guess it would be useful. I'm not in a massive rush when it comes to traversing around Shadowlands. I just love looking at the scenery more than anything else. There we go. Bagman is here. Let's wait for him to come through. There we go. Get ready with my buttons just in case. Good luck, everyone. The only part of pre-patch that matters, exactly, especially on someone like Samadan, who needs everything. Yeah. Okay. Just tag that at the same time. I'm going to grab that actually. Might have something useful on it. Bit of gold. Okay, back to Bronham? Is it Bronham? Is it pronounced like a J or a H? Is it Bronham or Bronham or Bronham or Bronjaham? How is it pronounced? Because we all just say Bagman. Bronjam, do you reckon, Biscuit? Oh, right, okay. It's James Jam the Bron. Okay, James Brown. Okay, say Bron Jam. I think the bag drops more often. Oh, that'd be good, yeah. So it might be stuff. I'll go with that. I think that'll work for me. Of course, because Papa's got a brand new bag. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Right, okay. Lots and lots of people here. Let's be ready. Good luck. NA is in an hour. Okay. Oh, you need healing. Can't have people dying on my watch. There we go. So laggy. I can't see anything of what my healing spells are doing. There we go. I think my healing lagged everything out. There we go. Okay, what have you got? Good luck. Wait for the lag. Cold sweat mitts. I think I've had those before. In fact, I think I'm wearing some. I am wearing some. There we go, got a spare set. Where was it? Can I share them? I'm not even sure if I can share them. Is it shift click? No, no luck there. There we go. Anyone, you got a bag? Oh, congratulations, Torin. Disenchant money. Okay. Second in a row. Oh, congratulations, Oriwell. We're good. Okay, you're all good. Fantastic. Happy Drumstick, congratulations. Rare loot is not tradable. Okay, well, there we go. It was worth a try. Let's go somewhere. I need to just go somewhere safe. Actually, I probably don't need to be here now. So I'm going to go back to Dalaran instead. That should work. All leather wearers. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay. 10 kills for you and still no bag. Oh, sorry to hear that, Salman. Yeah, congratulations to everyone who got one. We need a James Brown Silas. Oh, that's cool. There's a coffin on the back of that dragon. What's that mount? That looks really nice. Is that in Invincible's Reigns? There we go. You got one as well? Oh, congratulations, Jack. Glad you got a bag. There's Order Hall one. Oh, right. That's very nice. I like that. Yeah, I'll park Samadan here for the moment. We're all good there. We've got lots of sales, actually. Probably do it opening these up. What have you got? Abyssal Fried Resolve, Powerful Ghostly Spell, Threadbare Tartar, Lumberjack Shirt, Siamese Cat, Netherweave. Oh, Netherweave bags, that's good. Pet Bombling for 789. Frostweave bags, Hexweave bags, Deep Sea bags, more Deep Sea bags. Look at them, all over 400 as well. Tone Evolutions Pandaria. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's take that gold. Yeah, we need, thankfully with the increased spawn time, hopefully there's going to be more on that one, and more chances for people to get the bag. My bag prices are very happy with my bag prices right now. I hope it stays that way. Now, they were reset a bit higher and they've held for a little while, which is pretty good going. Right, we need to go and research this Goblin Glider situation. So let's go over to Bridget. They're 189 on yours, yeah. That's I am very, very fortunate, shall we say. Okay, so garrison. Let's work this out. So we'll need to do some work here on our garrison. 350 for you, McBenney. That's a good price. It's all Kandaric 8. What's the easy way to farm living steel? Living steel, in terms of farming, well, I don't so much farming it. I basically start with ghost iron ore and make it through the transmute. Is how I do that. So I make my own ghost iron ore into ghost iron bars and then transmute those and do the living steel that way. I don't use the daily cooldown that makes use of the Spirit of Harmony. I tend to just do the straight Trillium into ghost iron into living steel, simply because of the prices of my materials. It may be more cost effective depending on your server and your prices to do the other way with a daily. Yeah. currently peeking on someone's my report on the monitor. Yes, that's very true. Let's go have a look. I've got no idea what Bridget's garrison is set up like, so we're going to have a look here. See what we're missing in terms of buildings and things. Haven't done a lot of work on Bridget's garrison. So for our Draenor engineering, we need to have a look at this. What's our table look like? So what have you got at the moment? Okay, we've got a gem boutique and engineering works. We've done a little bit of work on these. They are currently level 1. Let's just have a look at them first. We haven't got our level 3 garrison by town hall by and the quest my very own castle. Okay, so we need to do a little bit of work on that. My very own castle. What quest is that? Let's go have a look. Oh, I'm not used to this not being a level 3 garrison. Let's get some resources whilst we're here. Where are you? Secrets of Gorgrond. Probably don't need that one. Which one do we need? Oh, we just sold an Amber Blaze Loop at the Peerless for 600 gold. Let's have a look here. Vindicator and Urel is here. Which quest is it? Okay. Suppose to calculate the cheapest way to make living steel. Oh, right. That sounds good. Let's collect up that. I'm not sure if I need all these. Let's just grab everything. The first engineering work order. So this is what we need. Draenor engineering. Need to learn that if I haven't already. Draenor engineering. Let's learn this. Get ourselves started. I've got a lot of space here. I don't make 400k, still need 4 shelllands, but now remember to have 180k unopened cards. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, new recipes learned. Goblin glider kit. Oh, right, that was easy. I got them straight away. Let's get that going and that going whilst I'm here. More recipes. This is a great start. Work orders. So what is... There's going to be a daily so a Tinker's Kit I can buy for 2 gold. That could be useful. Probably need that. And then the recipes, they need the Secrets of Draenor engineering, which is going to be something here. Let's have a look. Draenor engineering. Secrets of Draenor engineering needs true iron ore. Okay, so we're going to add this to our favourites. We're going to need that there. Okay. Yeah, it's very easy at the moment. So I want to keep things leveled up anyway. Let's set that as a favourite as well. So true iron ore. Oreo Plays WoW has quite a lot. El Morte has a fair amount, and we have some in the guild bank on that. So there goes another one. And what have we got in here? The Gem Boutique. Jewel Crafter, Draenor Jewel Crafting. Whilst we're here, how to school your servant. Oh yes, we got this. Learn the secret of taming cloud serpents. We got this off stream. That's good. And then where was that recipe? There it is. Draenor Jewel Crafting. Let's learn this as well. What do I think of the reagent bank? Even nowadays the game allows you to use reagents from a regular bank. It feels a bit redundant to have a reagent bank. Regular bank slots make more sense. Yeah, definitely, Neville. And if they worked the same way in what Blizzard gave back to through the interface, so that TSM could track it, you using stuff out of your regular bank would be very useful. Yeah. Now I need to tame a flying snake. Yeah, I don't need any more pets. I've got 2. I don't think so, McBainey. I think it's there to preserve their auction house lag more than anything else. Thank you, Vallegra, for doing the giveaway promotion. Very much appreciated. Leviathan's eyes are sold, so that's good. quests. I've got so many quests. What a mess my quests are. Migrant workers is that one. Is that part of the whole quest line I need at the moment? Let me have a look. There's one over here somewhere, I think.
Hello.
Catalyst, Sorcerous Earth. Oh, I didn't realise you could buy this. Oh, that's for Primal Spirit. Okay. And the only other one is over here, but you're over here. Quest migrant workers. But I don't see you here. So that's odd. Okay. Since it ends tomorrow, exactly. Well, that gives other people more chances, though, which is always good. Let's have a look. Okay. Have 55 bags left to sell. Okay. What giveaway and how do I enter? So I'm doing a giveaway of I've got a whole load of goodies from Blizzard to give away. Things like this amazing sound machine.
Samadan! Ready to work. Job's done.
Which is in one of the giveaways I'm going to be doing later. The one I'm doing a giveaway over on Discord has a Shadowlands mouse mat, some anniversary prints, a map of Azeroth, and an Alliance scarf, which I'm giving away in one package. So one lucky winner will get all of those bits sent out to them. I'll post it out worldwide. And then I've got another giveaway I'm going to do over on Twitter, which is going to be another package. And then I've got another giveaway that I'm going to do live on stream on Friday. And we'll have that one as well. How am I saying? You don't look like an X on a mount anymore. Oh, fantastic, Commander Bond. That's good. Do I need to go somewhere? We'll go to Gorgrund. I don't need to do this yet. So, even though there's more we can do here for engineering, definitely. True iron ore was what I was looking for here. But we need true iron ore and sumptuous fur. So, Samadan... Who's got all the fur? Bankadan has all the fur. Plays WoW does have some. We're in Samadan Plays WoW. So you need to go over to... Let's have a look at that again. Goblin Glider Kit. So we need True Iron Ore goes from Oreo Plays WoW. And then that is in Bankadan. Okay, so we need to go to Hellfire. And we need to go to Oreo Plays WoW in order to make some Goblin Glider Kits. So if we clear this for the moment... Goblin Glider Kit, queue one of those up. Then gathering wise, True Iron Ore, Alt and Guild Bank. We'll keep those there, open the task list. Okay, so get that from the Guild Bank. Let's go to Hellfire, because you've got that one, so let's go through this process, get some sumptuous fur sent over, and we should be good then. Okay. Over to Hellfire, let's go have a look here. Do I plan to release latest paste pen for enchanting and tailoring? I've updated it fairly recently, Momo, on my Discord. I've updated it with the bits that I've just done recently, and enchanting as well. It's one of the more up-to-date ones over on Patreon. That seems like a good way to use up the fur from your barns. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's have a look here. Sumptuous fur. There's a little bit there. There's a load of it there. Let's grab this stack here. Keep that clean. And we'll send that over to... Ooh, we've got some Tidesbury linen I need to get. Let's pick up that. Still got some good sales here. 8,000 at the moment. So we'll go here. There's my backpack. Send this lot over to Bridget. Now I believe, send that as well. Now I believe, who is Oreo Plays WoW? I believe that's El Morte. Let's go over. He's in Stormwind at the moment, so we might have to relocate after that. And Boulders, of course, rest of your PC. Well stuff. Handy days before Shadowlands release. Yeah, things might break. Definitely. Google Drive automatic backup interface folder. That is also very useful. Okay, El Morte. Let's go have a look here. Rhapsody, good evening to you. See a kitten sacked down. Do either of them have names? Yes, no problem. We've finally settled on names. We've gone for Jammy and Dodger. So it fits very nicely with our biscuit theme of Cookie and Oreo. So we have the full... We'll carry on with the full biscuit set. So Jammy is that one. And Dodger is that one. I can actually, they've moved a little bit closer to each other now. I can move the camera over. Hopefully that won't disturb them. Hold on one moment. I just move quietly. As quietly as I can with creaking floorboards. That's about as much as we can do. There we go. From here should be a kitty. There we go. So that is Jammy that we're focusing on at the moment. I still need a couple on another server. Okay, Neville. That's fair enough. Right. Can I make it to the guild bank without getting attacked? Let's head in here. Okay, got a lot of this we need to sort out. I'll take the true iron ore though and give that to Bridget. Not all of it, we'll keep some of it on us at the moment. You have some in your bags already actually, so I'll just take it out the bank. That's easy enough. And then borrow a mailbox. Is the coast clear? Looks like the coast is clear. True iron ore. Oh, sand, wrong button. That should be enough for the moment. Send that to Bridget. And I'm going to park myself back on the roof, just for safety. There we go. And then we'll log out here. There we go. Yeah, there's a real marble torty, that one. The other one is more of a mackerel torty. Not torty, cat's name, tabby. Mackerel tabby and a marble tabby is the patterning on them both. So they're quite distinctive between them, which is really useful when it comes to identifying them. Former Splodge is now Jammy. Yes, that's right, Deoka. So Jammy was Splodge, which kind of links together. It's like a jam splodge. So that's how I remember the new name. Right, okay. Goblin gliders. So Awakening does have some. So in terms of my crafting operation, this isn't going to necessarily work. Happy it got sorted. I'm happy for the suggestions. That's you know, they wouldn't have been without your suggestions that I wouldn't have had Jammy and Dodger. Stream named. Okay, Secrets of Draenor, engineering we'll need to do. We'll start learning that as well. Collect the recipes, as always. Let's take up all of this. This is going to be useful. We really, really need to organise our bags here because there's a lot of stuff here. Fish cakes we don't need anymore because we've got our reputation now. We've got all these bits, we've got loads and loads of gems. So, if we were to look at engineering now, crafting wise, Goblin Glider Kit. Let's put this in my favourites here as well under TSM. So we have that. So Goblin Glider Kit, we can make a load. What kind of competition do we have here? 14 auctions on, currently at 10.99. Crafting cost is 4.58, so it's a 6 gold profit currently. We have, how many do we have on us at the moment? 110 in the guild vault under Trader Joe's. Are we on Trader Joe's? No, we're not. We have to go on to the other character for that. So, there is a specific biscuit called a jammy dodger, which is basically raspberry in the middle of a biscuit sandwich. And they're very tasty. Very tasty. So let's make one. So we have one. There we go. Oh, it actually makes 5. Okay, that's even better. So is that profit per item? Let's have a look. And these probably stack in 20s, don't they? So let's look at the auction house. It can be your raspberry biscuit. So there we go. So let's look at these. Research this market. New market for me. Always good fun to do something new. There we go. So, Goblin Gliders. 10 gold, 99. Then they jump up to 11 gold, then 12 gold. Is it worth a reset on these? 12.99. The historical price goes 15 and 16. Region average is 11.96. The thing is, true iron ore and sumptuous fur is relatively easy to get hold of. So there's not a lot we can do to limit the influx of materials here. So even though, I mean, they're 4.98 to craft, so it's still a 6 gold 40 profit. I either join in here or I reset them, try and reset the market on these. But like you said, Jack, I mean, the market value is telling me 15. How does it look on the Undermine journal? Goblin Glider kit. There's 2 different lots of them. Oh, there's a Horde Glider kit. And an Alliance Glider kit. Okay, interesting. So let's have a look. So we're down. Market price here over the last. See, quantities stayed quite high. So this is over the last couple of weeks. So there has been a reset back here. How long did the reset hold? It held for a few days and then gradually dropped back down. So you could say the market is ripe for doing a reset here. Looking at the region, yeah, so the region, we are above region at the moment. Looking at this, the green line's region. So we are above, and then we're above here, and then we're just on region here. Looking at this line here. Comes to the stream from Johan Liebert. Nice Iron Man challenge. If he dies, he has to delete. Oh right, okay, that's like a Minecraft hardcore, definitely. Lovely to have you here. We don't delete our gold here, so you're okay. That's safe. Yeah, beginning of BFA, that would be an interesting one. Let's look. All BFA 2018. It will be this spike here around August the 14th of quantity. Look at that. Bang. That went really high. So here we are. August 14th is just here. Right here. Massive amount of quantity. The region price went up really high. But here on Shadow Song, it didn't budge much at all. Market price 15, 17, region price was 23, went down as low as 10 when it was 23 there. Yeah, very interesting. So well below average when BFA came out. Obernizer, thank you so much for your brand new Prime. That's amazing, thank you. Here are some emotes. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Lovely to have you here. If you do have any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to ask. That's what we're here for. Gliders below 7 gold each, so you bought 10,000 worth. Wow, Commander Bond, yeah, that's a lot. See, there's things that make me think this is worth a punt. One, in that the price has steadily dropped here, and we are in for a week after, a week coming into Shadowlands, so we could possibly hold a price here at 19 or 20 for a little while. You can get the true iron ore very easily in the garrison by going through the mine, and the same with the sumptuous fur with the wolves as well, so you can't limit the supply of the materials coming into it, which makes a reset risky. It's all down to whether your fellow goblins decide to put their glider kits at the same price or not. It looks like obviously not here. Now we're going down here to the 10.99 mark, which is similar to what the region was if we go back to the last month, which is similar here. We went slightly over it here. 3 months. So it's steadily declined down. Price, heat, quantity heat map, pricing, where's the pricing heat map? 15, 99, 16, 21, where are we at here? Quantities, okay. Speculation. Whilst we're here, rescan that for the moment. 10.99. How much would it cost me if I did want to reset this market? 6,400 gold, and then would have to reset it up to something like 15 or something like that. It saves us having to make them, but then we won't get the skill ups, which is always quite nice. Yeah, when are you going to sell it? It's basically in the next week. Over the next few, yeah. The kitten's moved. He's moved further away. I have to adjust the camera. Holy Hellion, good evening to you. Do the old Goblin gliders work in Shadowlands, or will there be new ones? No, the old ones work. It has been tested by myself. Yeah, 533 isn't a lot. The Goblin gliders are the closest thing to durable good in the game. Never completely go out of use, will always have a market. Camp the auction house to sell, of course, people with more higher prices, more profit, but small reset. Personally, you would reset at 25. I think it's probably worth a go. If nothing else, I have a steady supply of them to use myself. It's a small risk. I have enough proportional to the amount of gold I have. I think that's okay, so I'm gonna go for it. See if that works. Probably need to rescan though. Looking at that, let's try that again. We'll see what we can do. There we go. And then we're gonna repost those on. Probably gonna run out of space here. Yep, there we go. Oh, just not quite enough. There we go. Don't forget we have a new auction house. Lots of people seem to forget that, and people will just post them on for whatever price, definitely. And you can't do pretty stacks as well, Jack. That's another thing to factor in, isn't it? Yeah. So let's have a look here. So let's make a group. Let's do this properly. Groups. And so we've got dual crafting. We haven't got an engineering group yet, so let's make a new group. Engineering, and then in here we'll call this I won't do it by expansion yet. Goblin gliders. Goblin glider kit. There we go. And then we'll add that in, and then operation. Auctioning operation. What have you got? We'll use crafting DB market. How does that look? Does it have a max posting number? Post cap is 5, and that's not going to use. Let's make a copy of that. Rename this one crafting D market times 200. 200 at a time, probably be okay. 200 like that. 50% DB market, 400%, and DB market for that one. I might change this a little bit actually. DB market, rename that again, times 200. Let's put in average DB market and region. Region times 200. That needs to work a little bit better. There we go. Tenman, thank you so much for the follow. I don't like my naming on there, but that'll have to do for now. And then here, 150% crafting between an average of DB market and DB region market average. Something like that. There we go. Saparos, good evening to you. Thanks for the great work. You're more than welcome. Lovely to have you here. We're just making an operation now for our goblin gliders. Let's just take that actually, copy that, and I'm going to grab that at 400 times average of those two, and then 50 times average of those two. What does that look like? We need to assign this to our group first, so we can look at the that one, crafting average DB market region. So let's have a look. Where's the item here? Goblin glider kit. Okay, so we have min buyout is 10, min price is 6 gold 75, normal price is 13.49. Max price is 53, so we'll need to up our normal price a little bit on that, looking at that. So let's just do a little bit of work on that. Our normal price is an average of, let's go for 150%, an average of those two. What does that give us? That gives us a 20 gold normal price, which is quite reasonable, I would say. 20 then 53, but we want to do a bit of a bigger reset on that. So let's just go back into that and up it by a little bit more to 200% of an average. So we're doing a full-on reset here. Normal price, post at maximum. Although it's gonna look at this, it's gonna look at the maximum actually. It's not gonna look at the normal because someone's put them on for really high. Okay, so let's just check that again. Thinking about it, what's the maximum? The maximum is 53. Then we're 26 for normal, and then we're 6. So it's quite a wide spread. And then we've got 200 we're posting on. So if we were to go here, run a post scan, so we're posting them on for 53 gold at the moment, above max price. Those are below min price on those, so we'll stick those on. Give that a go, see what happens. Okay, what did I miss? I bought up the Goblin Glider Kit market. It could be, can be Zema. It's not a massive investment. It's the sort of thing you kind of weigh up whether it's worth risking or not. If you end up selling them at cost over the next few months, still not be out. Exactly, it'll be fine, definitely. Samadan has been undercut. Probably, but that doesn't mean you can't shift them at the right time, in the right place. Talking about standing in Oribos spamming trade. I have Goblin Gliders, 10 gold each. Thought about that. That's a good idea, actually. I don't tend to like to use trade, but I can see. Oh, we're missing cats. Completely missed the cats. They've moved together now. Hold on. I need to adjust again. There we go. Now they've moved together. Unusual 50+. Suspect that that's easy scan. Take a lot of bank space. People have been massively selling them at low profit on your server. It's not sure about this one. Yeah, I mean that is the issue, I guess, in terms of like storage wise, isn't it? Yeah, wait till we can see what happens. I'm going to lose gold on that for the first time. Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? We really don't know what's going to happen with there's so many different factors here. We've got the new auction house. We've got the ban on multi-box input software, making that harder. We've got just a very different kind of game, really. So we've got the whole legendary crafted system, the base items that are going to take up a huge amount of materials, taking them away from other markets. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Exciting times. You can read based on the quantity of sky golems. It's going to be bad. Do you think so, Jack? Okay, we've got some room here, I think. Let's open up all of these. Obviously, you can see I'm really filling up my bags here. I need to do something about this. I need another bank space here, so I need to upgrade my garrison. So in order to upgrade my garrison, I need to do the which is the quest I need to do here in order to get my level up. A hero's welcome. What was the one I need to do? Kozakov, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Let's just hop inside. What did it say I needed to do? Town Hall requires the quest My Very Own Castle. Okay. My Very Own Castle quest. Gather 2,000 garrison resources. So that should be easy enough from Barros over there. So let's go have a look at that. And go over here, there we go. So if we head on out of here, we need to go outside of our garrison, I think. Don't know if I have this quest. Let's go have a look. I believe it's outside. This Barros person. To leave the garrison first. First engineering work orders. Sounding stones. Is it over here? Let's have a look. All done. Yeah, you have to have 2,000 resources. It's by the planning table. Is it actually by the planning table? Okay, let me just hold on back. I thought it was over in a different area, but maybe he's moved. Okay, we're going the wrong direction now. Let's head back, have a look. He's inside right by the table. Okay, completely. Wowhead was misdirecting me somewhere else, probably because that was from the beginning, I imagine. Because he moves inside afterwards, doesn't he? Spent an hour fixing your Arctic 7 headset, couldn't get connected at all. Turned out there was a hardware reset button under the cushion and it worked again. Oh wow, that's interesting. Let's go inside. Barros is... Oh, you are there.
Orders, Commander.
There we go. My very own castle. So how much do we have at the moment?
On it.
Low level. We need some garrison resources. We could possibly buy some. That would be easy enough to do that. I'm not in a desperate rush. Garrison resources are okay at the moment. We'll let this tick through naturally. We picked up some in terms of our currency. Let's have a look. War resources, garrison resources. Oh no, I've got 2,500. What am I missing there then? Oh, we can upgrade it. Upgrade.
Job's done.
There we go, fantastic. There's our garrison sorted. Now, 14th of October, we went from 1,600 to 2,500. Okay. Time to make wedding dresses and a suit or something. Right, let's have a look. That's upgraded. Let's go inside. We need to get ourselves a bank, I think. That would be nice. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Gibson, for the help on that one.
Hello, Commander.
That's all done. So we've got extra slot here, which I'm going to use for my storehouse for my access to personal bank and things, which is always nice. Engineering works. Can we upgrade this? Let's start thinking about things we can upgrade.
Salutations.
Let's use the standard user interface for this. So engineering works. Level 2, we'll take that, and Gem Boutique level 2, we'll take that, and then we'll learn those. Might as well get this upgraded a little bit. We'll probably have to think about fur farms and mines if we're going to use this character to get true iron ore in any quantity. Obviously we've got this huge stock of goblin gliders at the moment, so we'll need to go through those first before we start making them. But we'll start here anyway. There we go. Big bucks made in the first and second month of release. After that, price will drop back down to normal. Maybe some servers will be have a luck, not such high quantity. Potentially, Jack. We just don't know. Definitely. Yeah. Good evening, Will. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Let's upgrade that one and upgrade that one. We haven't done fishing stack, and the excavation probably needs a little bit of work in there as well. I'll also speak to Varian for the moment. There we go. And Boudreaux777, thank you so much for the follow. Fantastic to have you here. How's your day been so far? We did a little bit of investigation here on our engineering. We got some Goblin Glider kits started for an engineering group. We reset the market, which is a bit of a risk, but we're going to see what happens with that over time. There's still a low... Well, let's check the auctions. See how much people are putting things on for. Let's have a look. Post scan. There we go. Let's pop another load on. Still at 53. See if we can get some sales. Let's check. How many have we got on here? So there's the 200 we had there. Then someone else put another 50 on. Let's see if we can hold this price for a moment. Who knows? It's always worth a go. This is all upgrading now, so we can leave that in its own state for now. Bridget, do you have any more cooldowns to do? You do need to make another couple more panthers. How much gold do we have on us? We have 28,000. So we can buy enough to get another panther. Let's have a look in terms of things we can post on. And check my auctions. Amber Blaze loop, Royal Quartz loop. So if we were to then do a restock on Bridget, we've got Royal Quartz, Amber Blaze, we can make those with our dual crafting. What are we missing? 1 expulsum. The Orb of Mystery is what we do need. Don't know if there's any on the auction house. No, there's not. So we'd have to head on over to Pandaria for that one. Are we still in? Here we're at the Drunken Hosen. Let's get our Hearthstone set over to the shrine, because I think we're going to need to use that. That's going to be useful. Just things that will help us with our quality of life. All very good, thank you, Gamps. And just living through Threads of Fate puts you behind in reputation due to skipping intro quests. I don't know how much it will put you behind, because you'll be able to focus on whichever faction you want to do first and foremost. So if anything, I think it would be more specialised. That was a limousine with a bank, auction house, transport for mat salesman, repairs and mailbox. That would be very nice. I've always said I wanted the crafting, the carpentry profession, and then I want to be able to make my own wagon to go behind my Brutosaur. Good evening, Bow and Arrow. Hope you're doing well. Car pro mount. Let's get out and push it. Refill it with oil from your ward garrison. Oh, please no. Definitely not, Real Jenny. Been trying to decide what to do with your accounts this last week. Still a big decision. What's the decision, Bow and Arrow? Get myself over here. Then Shrine of 7 Stars. That should be good. Over here, and then I'll make my inn here, which is going to be useful for me to get myself the extra things from the guy down there, as well as have access to the mailbox. The auction house and everything here is quite easy. Your sweet treats. Where's the actual innkeeper? Sure you're around here somewhere. Engineering supplies is there. The auctioneer's there, which is always going to be useful. I'm sure you were nearby, but maybe you're not. Ruse innkeeper, are you this? Oh, you're around here, I believe now. That's it. I remember now. There you are. Make this in your home. There we are. There we go.
Glad Play Games just subscribed. Well, 6 months ago I found a good streamer and now I am still here. Well done, Samadan.
Glad Plays Games, thank you so much for the kind message. Thank you so much for your 6 months of being here. Wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much. Have a holiday remote to you. Refund them all and give me the Battle.net talents. It's really the only sane solution. Yes, that was it, wasn't it, Bonaro? You were thinking of some accounts to not have so many. That was the case, wasn't it? I believe. Right, where are you? You're over here. There we go. Fit Terrain, lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Where's our fellow in the bright red hat? There you are. So we need to buy an Orb of Mystery.
Keep it real.
And then for a Panther, what else do we need? Primordial Ruby and Sun's Radiance. What's the prices on these at the moment? 127188. Expulsum we need for the Leviathans. Which needs Expulsum? These all... That needs Expulsum and that needs Expulsum, the two loops. And then the Ruby Panther and the Sunstone Panther needs the rubies and things. So, Bridget has 10 in the bag. Samadan has quite a lot. Sun's Radiance, Samadan also has quite a lot. Let's go and get Awakening to make a few more of these. Primordial Ruby and Sun's Radiance. I'll just go park myself back to the mailbox and that should work. There we are. Hard decision is which to keep since you can't use your accounts for much anymore. Just ore and herbs feels almost a waste. Yeah, I can understand that, Bernara. It's a tricky one. I would be in a difficult situation myself if I had invested any sort of time into certain accounts. Then definitely I could see your dilemma. Gertrude, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you don't mind me shortening the name to Gertrude. I think I'd struggle with the full name. But lovely to have you here. You have a question? Fire away. We're here to help. I need to jump over to Awakening next. There we go. So we'll go to Awakening and we're going to make Primordial Ruby and Sun's Radiance. So the red and yellow ones we need here. Settings of my microphone. I bought a new microphone and trying to configure the filter properly. Oh right. Mine I'm using at the moment on OBS. I have, these are my filters. I have a bit of gain, 7 decibels. I have a little bit of equalizer on it and a little bit of compressor on it. Oh, hold on, you can't see it because of cats. There we go, let's move it across. So gain 7 decibels, equalizer, I can't remember, I'm using re-equalizer, and then that's something different I think. I haven't used this in a while. I'm using the VST plugin to do that. That's the Reaper, I think, the Reaper equalizer, and then a compressor on there of a few different bits and pieces. Yeah, so this is just OBS version 26.02. So it's not the Streamlabs OBS, this is just the regular one. And the new OBS had that. It's your main recording software too. It's really useful. I did a lot of research into it. I had it all set up for a while, and then I lost the settings and I had to make them again. And I don't think I did them quite as well as I did them the first time. For example, I want to focus on volatile waters. I want TSM to show me if volatiles are under 14 gold to buy it. If your volatiles are not more than 18 gold, it's going to warehouse it. But if the price changes to 18 gold, show me how to get it from the bank and sell it. Let me think. So warehousing side I'm not too sure on. Might have to ask someone like Jack who knows a bit more about warehousing. In terms of if they're under 14 gold and buying it, you can simply make a shopping operation. So say you go here and you make a shopping operation and assign it to, say I've got like buy herbs up to 8 gold. If you had this at a fixed price of 14 gold and assigned that to your volatiles group, then that would work for you. And then you would basically, if you have it to not show you auctions above max price, then you'd be able to see it, see it only when it goes below your price threshold. Luckily Blue Yeti seems like, oh fantastic. I've always been tempted to have a look at that, the World of Warcraft one they've made. It does look interesting. Okay, we're missing our Silas proc here, but that doesn't matter. We've got some alchemy stuff to make here. So, Primordial Ruby and Sun's Radiance. We need a few of those. Sun's Radiance, we're missing the Sunstone. Primordial Ruby, we're missing the Garnet. How's the prices on these? Well, my material price is telling me 83 gold because of my average buy price. That's really expensive. And Sun's Radiance is currently my met cost is telling 30 gold. Okay, so we need to up our price, update our prices here a little bit here, because the same character is a transmog seller and you need space. So when it comes to warehousing, I'm not sure exactly. That's I'm not sure how you would do that for certain things over. as in warehouse, you can't set a value to take it out. Should be handy. It would be nice, definitely. Okay. 0 to gold cap challenge on a new toon. I'm essentially doing that mischievous mage on my Let's Play series. If you look at that, I don't know if I got a command for that. I'm not sure if that works. Valegra's normally got me on the commands for that one. There we go. Potion of Unbridled Fury's just sold. Thank you, Valegra. There you go. Oh, my mods being ever so helpful. Thank you. So my Let's Play series goes. Currently, we're at about sort of 6,000 or 7,000 gold at the moment. So we've got a long way to go to get to gold cap, but we will do, certainly. Something you would consider doing yourself if you decide to make WoW YouTube channel and focus on farming, though. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I mean, Kuhn did a really good series on it, not on YouTube, but did do went from 0 to 5 million for the Brutasaur. Copy and paste in the Word doc. Yeah, definitely. I want to look for. I need another alchemy here thing. I need Panther gems. We have that on Bridget, I believe. Let's swap a profile here. Do a little bit of management here. So we need to go to Bridget's profile, which is right down here. Her group, which is Panther Gems, Primordial Suns, Ruby, Test Gems, Panther Gems. This one, we need to export this, copy that. And then we're going to go back to Awakenings proper. I'm assuming we're using this one. Awakenings 1. There we go. Living Steel, Sand. Oh, am I using this one? This looks like it's got extra things on it. This has got the Silas stuff in it, so that's fine. Did I use a different one on Awakening? Let me just check. That's the old one. Could have been a Test Alchemy one, which is down here, groups, which has got that one, Panther stuff. Oh, that's got those in as well. Okay. Well, this is the problem. I've not organised my profiles very well. I would assume to use the Awakening one. Let's stick with that one for now because that's got some extra stuff here. Oh, we have got the Panther stuff here already. Does it have a shopping operation on it? Crafting, mailing, shopping operation. Add an operation. Let's just look for the default one. Let's look at that. That should work. Okay. How do I decide to post transmogs? If it's over 1,000 gold, then I'll probably post it. Or otherwise, I'll probably vendor it or something like that. Okay, so browse, shopping scan. We don't have the default one here. Okay, let's do a little bit of searching for this. My default one obviously doesn't. What do we have? Panther stuff, operations, default is keep this amount. That's a mailing operation. I mean, I wanted a shopping operation. I was in the wrong one. Hold on. Operations, mailing operations. No, shopping operation. There we go. Default, shopping average buy is what we want. Actually, no, we want shopping smart average buy. That's what we really want. Tell you what I want. What I really want is to be able to shop for Panther stuff and run a shopping scan like that. These are obviously quite expensive. 1.7. Oh no, those are the ones I make. Oh, hold on, I need the gems that go below that. Oh, okay. That's the wrong side of things. Okay. Right mess here, hold on. Let's go back here, go to my group. Sorry if I'm ignoring chat for the moment whilst I work this out. So those are all the ones that I need to send to different places and make those for different things, but I don't need to search for those. I actually want alchemy. Let's see if that, did I copy the right one? Panther gems, let's import that and pop that into alchemy, because that's the one that has No, that's got all the other ones. Okay. And that's the panther stuff now, which I've completely ruined because I didn't need that one. Okay. We need to go back a step here. We need to buy the things that need to be going into this, because these are the things we want to make. So what we actually need is a group to go through, utilize groups, one profile for all, and utilize the groups individual profiles on the same account. It's like a hassle. It can be when I'm not fully set up like this on PKB, but once I have it set up, it keeps each one quite condensed, which allows me to sort of tailor each one, because sometimes I want to do different things with different materials depending on the profession. Like tie spray linen, I will treat very differently on one character versus another. So it makes more sense to me at the moment to have it this way. So in terms of how these are working at the moment, so those are the gems. We don't need that and that. We're going to remove those two, and so that's back to the panther stuff there. So the panther gems, panther stuff, I'll make a child of that. I'll add in those and pop those back in and take that back over there, and then we can get rid of. Now the panther source gems is what we want to make here. Pandaria transmute gems is what I want. Source. These are the ones we use to make the panther ones. So the golden lotus, alexandrite, sunstone, lapis lazuli, and Pandarian garnet is what we want to add in here. So what I'll do is go to my base group. Let's grab these. That's one of them. We'll add that one in there. So source gems. There we go. Protodrake, when you drop it, can you sell it? And one guy in my chat is selling time lost Protodrake. When you drop it, can you sell it? Is it not BOP? I don't know. Time lost Protodrake. It says account level mount. I don't know how that works. Rare spawn mounts. I'm not sure. We have a kitten looking around at the moment. Let's have a look. Hold on, I missed a whole lot of stuff whilst I was doing that brain dump. Take out when, it will take out when the price is out. Also plays 100 hours a week. His massive tunes to farm raw gold. This is very true, Danny. Very true. It was as literally Demacia said. Literally Demacia, as Danny said, it took a long time because he does play a lot of time. Yeah, I do. I have my profiles, I must say, are a bit of a mess because I've got a lot of test ones at the moment. But I can clear that out to be just per character, and that'll be easier. Going on every hole he plays, just gathers whilst he's doing his things. Yeah, he's got his systems down to a fine art, definitely. Every dungeon have different items assigned because you do challenges to do every dungeon in WoW 10 times transmog. Is it possible that some dungeons share transmog? Sometimes, Gertrude, sometimes. There's not a lot you can do about that. Skip takes 5 to 6 minutes. You can sell it. Okay, thank you. Dropping around through the things here. There's a selling tag on it. Okay. Hefton, thank you so much for the follow. It looks so cute. They're going back to sleep now, definitely. There we go. Right. Okay. You can't. There we go. Okay. Share transmog, usually ones from the same level bracket. Yeah, that's as Real Ginny says. Phew. Okay, let's go through this. So source gems, move that item in. We also need the golden lotus. Probably needs to be in there as well, just to check it, I would say. We'll move that into Alchemy Pandaria groups there. The source gems. We also need Pandarian garnet, lapis lazuli. So let's look here. Pandarian garnet and lapis lazuli, move that in. And then the other one was the wild jade, was the alexandrite, and the other one was the sunstone. Pop that one in there. So transmute gems, source, those four, and the golden lotus. We'll then add a shopping operation onto this, and we'll call this shopping smart average buy. Use that one. Then we can look for the source gems, which we need. Let's have a look. So sunstone is really cheap at 4 gold 44. I'm going to buy up some of those so we have some. I mean, 839 is quite decent as well in terms of its more region market is 17 at the moment. So I'm actually going to take all of those and hoard them, as I always do. Sapphirus, thank you so much for the follow. Golden Lotus at 44, Alexandrite. Lapis Lazuli is really high at the moment. Are there none of the other ones available at the moment? No Sunstone. That's going to be interesting. Okay. What do we need to make? We can make Wild Jade. We can take our purchases here. Take those off. Under TSM we need, where's the task list? Let's have a look. There we go. So who has them? There we go. So Primordial Ruby and Sun's Radiance. We can get them from Samadan, is the main thing. But I wanted to actually make these myself, just so I had some more. So Sun's Radiance I can make. Primordial Ruby I can't because of the... Oh, did I have the Pandarian Garnet in my list? Trader Joe's has 53 in the Guild Vault, and we are on Trader Joe's, so that's going to be useful. Let's go over this way. Let's go grab those, and Pandarian Garnet. There we go, let's take those. We can also take the Sunstone from here. Any Lapis Lazuli? No, I don't have any of those. Alexandrite? No, don't have any of those either. Okay, that's fine. So now can we make some? Primordial Ruby we can, and Sun's Radiance we can. Okay, so let's make ourselves 20 of those and 20 of the other ones. Might as well get some procs and stuff like that. Backpoint 10 minutes on US servers. Okay, Lichball, thank you for the heads up on that one. Yes, Student and Krakenate do a lot of stuff on, well, particularly Student does a lot of stuff on Transmog, and Want to Buy Gold as well. Yes, the Spirit of Harmony is also worth getting hold of. I have absolutely loads of it myself at the moment, so I think the Spirit of Harmony is somewhere else in my groups, but yeah, it's worth bearing in mind. Your Golden Lotus should be half the price of your Spirit of Harmony, which at the moment it's 47, because I bought my Spirit of Harmony for 70 gold or something like that. Hang out in Percy's stream for Lax as well. Yeah, Purse and Sea Thrift as well. Those are ones. It's running and then make them more efficient. Want to show a reference simply because they're floating quill pens and scrolls. Ink and paper. Not at all. I fully believe we should be going for flavour for your character as much as possible. That's why I'm doing Covenant backgrounds at the moment. I don't know if you saw my tweet from earlier. Oh wow, Sun's Radiance ×5. I'm going to do a desktop wallpaper for everyone. I've done an Ardenweald one already, which I shared earlier. It looks like, I'll show you, it looks like this. Hold on, it didn't work. There we go, that's the Ardenweald one I'm currently working on. So it's kind of like the symbol and everything. Blink and you miss it. There we go. And then we've got that, so Primordial Ruby and Sun's Radiant, we'll do that one, and we'll go here. So we'll go post those ones over. Send. So we made Primordial Rubies and Sun's Radiance. Send both of those over to Bridget, so she has a stock of them. I'm going to spread my stock between Samadan and Bridget, because Samadan needs them for the Tome of Illusions, and Bridget needs them for the Panthers. So if we can split them between the two and have a reasonable stock on each, then I'm quite happy with that. So we're in a good position there. Let's just check. We've been long enough. We can probably check for a Silas. Disguise we've got. Okay. So let's go back to Bridget. Our original crafting thing we were doing way back was this lot. So we go back over here and we can then craft our panther that we were missing. Yeah, transmog is a very difficult market. It's popular, and I can see why, because people running old dungeons is good fun, and doing loot appraiser challenges and things like that is really good fun. So it's what to do with all that excess stuff. I mean, it eventually does sell. It's just a question of how long are you prepared to wait relisting and relisting, because it can take up a lot of your time just relisting things on. There we go. Hold on, can't walk through doors. Great big doorways, still can't make it there. Okay, so we got the things we needed. Let's go back to our TSM. We just need one more expulsum, which means we're going to have to head on over to Ruby and Sunstone. We have everything we need here. So we just need to make 500 to 1,000 items, which has the time to transmog to see themselves. Yeah, that's the main thing. The new quests are nice, are they, Jack? I haven't gone and checked them out yet. So we need to make some bracers next. Okay, jumping through the characters here, feeding them all their materials. We also need to do my dailies on Samadan for his Epicureans Awards, but it's going to be quite risky to do that because we're all in zombie invasion land. So that's going to be interesting. Installment at the guild vendor. Until I had over 2,000 items up all the time. That's spread over lots of dungeons and world. Wow, okay. Happy Chappy 008. Thank you so much for the follow. Don't know what happened to my griffin there. Right, so we have... Samadan needs to make some bracers, so we can make them here. That's fine, I should have enough stock of those. So Bridget, let's do a stock of... I'm trying to do them in batches of 100 at the moment, just so that I can pass them on to the characters reasonably, and then them have enough of an excess stock to make use of them. So whilst I'm making those, we're going to send these greens to Bridget. So instead of Samadan, I'm going to send to Bridget. Just sold a Bombay cat for 150 gold. Fantastic. Yeah, it's probably having kitty dreams, I think. That's Jammy that's close to us. Dodger's further behind. Alright, okay, we'll make these, send them over, and then go on from here. Yes, they can be, Will, definitely. It's finding the good ones amongst it is the hard part. You went to buy a pet and got murdered by scourge. Oh, did you, Emily? Yeah, I was lucky enough on El Morte. We managed to avoid it. We got infected once, but it doesn't last too long. So I'm quite pleased with the kind of the fun element of it. Thinking here, frosty bags are quite cheap on your server. You can buy them so you can reset the price. Is it worth it? If they are like 50 gold each and you can reset for 100. The problem you have with frostweave bags is the frostweave cloth then needs to be turned into imbued frostweave cloth bolts of imbued frostweave cloth, which makes the frostweave bags themselves, compared to other bags, relatively expensive to craft. Now, I am actually selling frostweave bags on my server, Shadowsong, for quite a high price, but I think that's more of a fluke than anything else. And I happen to have a large stock of frostweave simply because of the whole Relic of the Past stuff that I was stocking up on. So I have always crafted my frostweave bags, whether to actually reset the market on those, because a lot of people will have frostweave cloth, so you can't do a lot to the margin there. So I would be wary of resetting the market on them, in all honesty. Okay, let's go send groups, send everything over. There we go. Tide spray bracers going on over. Rhythmed. Thank you so much for the follow. Hopelessly got your name wrong, but thank you ever so much. We've got some news, Jack. What's that? Financing update to our plan with modernization. So we'll have more information in the morning. Thank you for the feedback. Oh, okay. Was that because there was something to do with CurseForge pausing any new add-ons coming through? Is that related to that, do you think? It could be, couldn't it? Anything else? No, we didn't have any excess there. So we had enough in our bags. We had exactly 100 to make them. That's handy. Okay, so we can then... Yeah, I wish these Scourge Stones were account bound and I could send them over to my alts. Because Samadan doesn't need the gear. Because everything else is pretty decent. The only thing is that's a ring, a trinket. Everything else is fine. Looking at that. Oh, the chest.
Natty 2404 just subscribed. Woo, time sure flies, to many more to come. Samada 1 thumbs.
Thank you so much, Natty. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Lovely to have you here. 9 months. That's amazing. Just think how big the kittens are going to be in 9 months. That's amazing. My thoughts about the keepsake market after the pre-patch ends. That's the ancient thing that has a ghost, isn't it? I hear it's going for high prices at the moment. Yeah, they had an agreement with Twitch when to take over all but name, but the Shadowlands delay, and that created a problem. Yes, I can see. Okay, so hopefully they can do that. Good luck, everyone on NA getting your bag boy. I hope you managed to get him. Oh, they're having a little groom at the moment. Okay, so we sent the braces over, didn't we? Okay, so we then need to go over Sly Raptured. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. So we're jumping back to Bridget. She needs to get a stock of Expulsum going, so we're going to have to head on over to Borealis for this next lot. Now, because I've got my Hearthstone set here, my easiest way to Borealis is probably... there is a Stormwind portal here, isn't there? I could probably just jump through that rather than use my Dalaran one, and then, yeah, I could use a Dalaran Hearthstone. But I was thinking, would it not be quicker for me to run this way? I'm sure there's a portal up here, if I'm not mistaken. Because they didn't have the portal room, and I think it's all been moved, hasn't it? Oh no, this is the bank area. It's the other side, isn't it? Yeah, it's the left-hand one. That doesn't help things if you go the wrong direction. It was nice when we did have a portal room in here. I really liked it. Path of Serenity. So we'll use Stormwind here, and then I'll go to Borealis through there to save me going through an extra zone. Both kitties, it is a treat. They're having a little mutual groom at the moment, and Borealis is over here. Visit our friendly scrapper. I should probably do with moving the camera a little bit, but I don't. They're having a mutual groom at the moment, so I'll leave them undisturbed at the moment. Okay, so where's the way out? There it is. Always go the wrong way. There we go. Okay. And we'll head on over here to our favourite scrapper. What are we going to do without you, scrapper? Okay, we haven't got the time spray bracers. We've got some other bits and pieces that I will add to my ignore list for now. Amber blaze loop and all of that. Then we'll go over to our mailbox. Now we don't have any space to deal with any reasonable amount of scrapping with this mess. Okay, so we need to send some of this stuff over. So I need another group. A bit of management going on here. We'll make an extra group. We'll call this Send Cloth to Sam. And that's going to be deep sea satin, embroidered deep sea satin, nylon thread, and I've got some silk cloth there as well. Might as well do that whilst we're here. Sumptuous fur we're keeping. Tide spray linen we're going to send on over. And we're going to add a mailing operation to that. And we're going to create a new one. And we're going to call it Send to Sam. And we're going to send this to Samadan. There we go. So now click that, we'll go to groups, get rid of that lot, clears out a tiny bit. Samadan was also selling fish cakes, I believe, so I'm going to just manually send those over. As the resident cook, we were seeing if we could sell those. He'll need them anyway, because Samadan is going to get the reputation at some point for that lot. Then we have a whole lot of other stuff that we need to just see if we've got any space in our bank. All roads lead to the scrapper. I know, scrapper. It's just been such a part of our lives over this this time on BFA. It's going to be strange to not have it anymore. Okay, we've got 14 slots free here. Don't think I've got many bags that I'm using here. Journeyman's backpack. So I could probably do with some extra bag space here at some point. How's the reagent bank looking? That's got 18 available. Let's deposit all reagents. Take the tiger steak out, and the golden carp, and that. Wild jade sunstone I'll keep there for the moment. Give me a little bit more room. Let's take some of this true iron ore out. There we are. And then in our actual bank, let's pop in some of this stuff we don't need. Like that will give us a bit more space. 69 space now. Windwall bandages we don't need anymore either. Still got loads of goblin gliders, we'll keep hold of those. There we go. Number 11 still in my bag. Oh, sorry to hear that. Cool idea, the giveaway. Good luck, everyone. Thank you, Glad Plays. We have kittens awake at the moment. They're just kind of looking at each other at the moment. They seem fine so far. Yeah, going back to the scrapper for nostalgia. I'll probably still be doing stuff, depending on what sells really more than anything else. New event, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I think they're about to have some fun together, the kittens. They're quite gentle wake up at the moment, so they're fine at the moment. I don't need to go to the scrapper just yet. I was thinking of clearing out a bit more space. Amber Vase, loops, tidal amethyst. Can we actually post these? That will get them out of my bags. Let's post these on Goblin Glider kits. We're still carrying on with the undercut wars here. So let's go on, post those on. Where's my my macros fallen over? Let's try that again. Update existing macro. Probably through switching profiles. That probably caused that a bit of a problem. Let's go auctioning. Let's exit that scan. I think we're going to have to do a /reload. There we go.
If you find anything exotic,
Okay. We have one kitten sniffing the camera and one kitten on his back. Okay. This camera's going to fall over at the moment. I might have to move it back a bit. Tigress, thank you so much. 7 months. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Let's have a hold of emotes for you. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support. It really does mean the world to me. Lovely to have you here. Okay, camera's fallen over. There we go, I have to move it out of the way. Once the kittens get curious. There we go. They're quite relaxed at the moment, so they should be fine. You can just watch them from a distance whilst they wake up. I'll keep half an eye on them. Yeah, that should be fine over there. Got some toys to play with. Okay, so... I'm still trying to sell ATV with Scrapper. Yeah, I think I'll be going for those mounts for completion as well, myself, for the same reasons. They're doing their best, exactly. Right, Goblin gliders, those are all... Oh, we're going to post those on, that's right. We missed our, scroll wheel macro, so I'll get those on. Are we missing something here that should be on there? We've got the Uncanny Combatants, Bow of the Harmonious. That's something we might need to do. Hi. Didn't mind leaving them if you wanted to stay down. we have helpers for the kitties. They're doing their best. Zappo, you have kittens. I thought it was adult kittens. Oh right, okay. The sound should be alright, I think. Can you still hear everything? Yeah, that all looks like it's working this end. Yeah. They are not included, Jack, no. It's fine, okay. Right, let's go and grab some of our tie spray braces. We won't fill our bags here because we need the space. So I'll open up, let's take the gold as well whilst we're here. And then we'll have to stop when it gets to 4 so that I've got enough space to be able to scrap the materials. I can just send those windwall bandages to Samadan as well whilst I remember. What professions to get your rogue? You have all characters, all professions. Don't know what to get. Something on your mind is skinning or enchanting. You don't know. As a rogue, I guess if you've already got all professions, then maybe look to something that will help complement those professions. Ones that have extra cooldowns, like engineering for extra sky golems, or alchemy for different transmutes. Like transmutes, potion master, and the alchemy cooldown. The new, I believe the Shadowlands alchemy does have a cooldown that is shared with the anchorweed bags to anchor cooldown. So maybe an extra alchemist would be useful from that respect. There we go. There's all the extra materials coming through. That's what you have to keep the space for. Deep Sea Assassin is needed for something. I'm not sure if that's an Expulsum world quest at the moment. We'll have to see what else we have. There we are. Holy scrap. Bridget doesn't do a lot of scrapping, doesn't need a huge amount of Expulsum, but it's worth having a decent stock of them. We'll at least get some here, then all these materials will go back to Samadan now that we've set up the group for that. So we should be in a decent position from that point of view. Might as well turn the kittens' camera off for a moment whilst they're eating. There we go, and we can see everything coming in. There we go. Don't know if it's gone a bit laggy on here. Hopefully the stream's okay for everyone. Let me just have a look. Seems to be buffering a little bit here. Don't know if we've got a WoW update in the background. Could be for tomorrow maybe. I'll just close that down in the meantime so there's anything else in the background. Let me just close that as well. Just in case. Task manager. See if there's anything in the background. Having trouble trying to find out new items worth crafting. Do you mean new items for... It's buffering for you. It might be me as well, Traditioner. I think it's me. Gonna see if I can just close down anything in the background that might be updating. Let me just see, Ethernet's there. Processes. Could be something Adobe wise. Let me just remove a few things. They usually can be problematic. Just check there's nothing else. Could be Dropbox. Maybe. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that one. And then we'll also get rid of anything Autodesk-y as well. Well, that seems okay at the moment. Right, is that better? That looks like it's better. There we go. There we go. It looks green on my front, so it might have been something in the background that was running. I just killed a whole load of background tasks, so that should work for the moment. Not the only one, streamer. Overall in your professions, how to determine what is worth crafting. So, overall, the best way, bow and arrow, is to go into your profession and go into your reports and go into the craft section. Find your profession, like enchanting on Samadan, and then the two things you want to look at is either order this list by most profit or order this list by sale rate, and then have a look at the profit alongside it, and then see if there's anything there that is a good profit and a good sale rate. Those would be the things I would start with, researching to see why those are selling for that profit and why that sale rate, and grow your profession from there. And then go further down the list, experiment on a few things. Obviously that Heavenly Shard at 392,000 is obviously off, but you can look at things and just make decisions based on that, is how I would go about that, if that helps at all. I'm doing very well, thank you, Paula. Just make sure that's working. There we go. How about yourself? I am very, very excited for Shadowlands. We've got lots of stuff happening this week and next week. We're doing extra streams next week as well to have a nice little Shadowlands launch party, as well as an pretty much all-day stream on the day afterwards, split over 2 chunks. And we're doing loads of giveaways this week as well. So watch out for that. We've already got one running on Discord at the moment. We'll have another one on Twitter coming very soon, and then we'll do another one live on stream on Friday afternoon as well. So lots of exciting things coming. Is there a way to change how much TSM values disenchanting? For TSM client overvalues disenchanting currently. Disenchanting value comes from, let me see if I can get this right. It's not from here, it's under, that's under the material cost method, and that comes from convert there, I think. Scarash77, thank you so much for gifting out a sub to Steepany. That's very kind of you, thank you so much. The holiday remote's for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. There we go. Okay. Oh, zombies. Anyways, it's just me. It was just the grin from the jailer looked like Palpatine, the new trailer. I thought the jailer looks very much like Towley. There was something in the face, just the face structure, that made me think of Towley. I don't know if it's just me. I'm obviously doing Towley an injustice as well. Yeah, I didn't see it in the destroy settings, because that's to do with the destroy settings are for your TSM destroying window, the destroying frame, and maximum disenchant quantity and those kind of things. So it's not in there, yeah. Always on current items, so that you know it sells. Got to work off next week too. Okay, fantastic, Bone Arrow. Got lots of time to play around with your groups and operations then. Particularly over values the lower high level BFA greens. I find it does the same myself, and I tend to avoid what TSM tells you from the disenchanting info. I tend to just go with what I know for certain items. Don't forget to bring a towel. Nice Hitchhiker's reference. Would be useful actually in the mall. As portal from Icecrown to your main city, and from Stormwind to Icecrown. Need to sell those Janus necklaces fast. Yes, definitely. Right, let's go and deal with all these. Might as well just jump backwards. Practice my running around here. With the current high level item ID, things don't look at the prices. Yeah, that's the main problem, isn't it? The whole item ID has completely messed a few things up, hasn't it? Can I show my crafting string again? Yep, certainly. That is this one. We'll go over here. Crafting. So the only thing that is different to the default material cost method is I've added in this string here. First, smart average by, comma, average by. So I take into account my smart average by if it's the lowest, because of the way I do my shopping is basically I tend to go and buy things off the auction house more than anything else. So that should that works for me, and if it works for you, then by all means use something similar to that. Ports will go after match most likely. Yeah, quite possibly. There's a portal already. Oh right, okay. Doing keys and stuff. How did it go, Neville? Hope you got everything you wanted. Mararan, good evening to you. Want to level your main first on Shadowlands. Should you get urban mining on it just for the leveling process? If you have no other professions, then you might as well. If you already got professions, then I wouldn't suggest getting rid of them, but actually keep using those professions. Any time you spent working them, I would always say try and keep hold of it if you can. Okay, we got 14 expulsum out of that lot, so that is reasonable. We'll go back here and we'll go and send that to Samadan, send cloth to Samadan, keeps that clean. And then we need to craft the things we wanted to craft way back, which was this lot. So we got the Ruby Panther, Sunstone Panther, Quartz Loop, Amber Blaze Loop, and the Leviathan's Eye. In theory, 24,000 profit. It depends on these Panthers whether they sell. 16,000 profit on that Ruby Panther. That's good. I just don't know whether we haven't had any. I've had one sale of Panthers since I started my Panther journey. So it's a slow market, certainly. You sold them for 15 and 19k and still have 8 left. That's a decent amount, Jack. Very nice. You've got the tab up for porting anyway. The covenants and what to pick. What's the wowhead? Or is the wowhead good enough? My first thought was the wowhead one. I don't know any different to be able to suggest anything else other than that. But yeah, I would start with that and then carry on from there. I'm going for my covenants based on flavour more than actual min-maxing anything. But then that's just me. If anything, I might look at it from a reputation for professions point of view. But you can get your reputation stuff anyway. These are good prices, 39,000. So let's try. We should have one of every panther on now, so that should be good. Is any covenant bis for gold making? I guess I hear that the Ardenweald covenant has this whole farming thing, so that should be useful. Nearly have 100,000 Oreos. Wow, Will, that is a lot. That is an awful lot. Going for the forest people on your hunter. Yeah, I mean, go with thematically, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to go with, I think, maybe Bridget will be Ardenweald as well. I'm not sure. But Samadan, I'm thinking Bastion. Awakening the Druid and a Wolf, I'm thinking Ardenweald. Stabadan, I'm thinking Revendreth, maybe. El Morte, I'm thinking Maldraxxus because he's a Death Knight, and that just seems to fit really as a sort of fightery, tankery type person. What else have I got? I'm not sure who else I'm going to bother with first and foremost, but I'll see what happens. Want to hit 1 mil, be the Oreo King. Likely to be balanced and jump around. Yeah. Okay, Leviathan's Eye of Agility is gone already. Right, so next on Bridget, you've got your jewel crafting in a good position. We've started on some engineering things. We've only really scraped the surface of engineering. The thing I also wanted to look up, actually, was these rocket boots. Not the Mecha Blast rocket. It must be in the Unlearned tab. I remember hearing them mentioned. Gnomish rocket boots. These things. Significantly increase your run speed for 20 seconds. Power supply and gyros do not always function as intended. Or is it gun shoes? Gun shoes, that's it. Thank you, Rose. Gun shoes? No. Is it something I can craft? I thought it was an engineering craft, but maybe I was wrong in that. Where do you get gun shoes from? Min, average buy, DB market, crafting, vendor buy, convert, DB market. So instead of average buy, I add in first smart average buy, then average buy, literally Demacia, simply because I use smart average buy as a more accurate figure for what I've got in stock. Legion Engineering. Okay, so Shadowlands, Culterian, Legion, devices, got gun pack, gun shoes. I wonder why they didn't come up in my search. Gun. Oh, yeah, they do now. Okay. Gun shoes. Right. Attach guns to your feet, propelling you forward for a 3-minute cooldown. So that's from a quest going out with a bang in Asuna. So we'd have to do some Legion quest line stuff for that. Get myself in a yeah, it's one word. Yeah, thank you, Agatis. Is it too late to be doing something like that at this point? There's 6 auctions on, 299. I wonder what the crafting cost is on something like that. The Felgibber shotgun. That sounds interesting. And then a loose trigger. 299 seems a reasonable price. Depends on how much it costs to craft. I mean, 60 laystone ore seems a lot. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Big item for the speed levels. Those going for world records will use a ton of them. That's what I'm thinking, Inkstained. Whether it's a market that's going to be useful on Shadow Song, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to go and get it fairly quickly, I would say, to be able to make use of it. Fangdrel, thank you so much for the follow. So it's really 6 laser per gun. Okay, thank you, Derp. Yeah, good point. So let's take this. Let's go Dalaran. Let's have a look at our Legion engineering. Price is 159 on Ravencrest. Okay, that's a lot less, isn't it? Definitely. Thank you, Vallegro, for the shout out. Right, so let's have a look at this. Quest line's got so many quests. Right, we can get rid of that one, definitely. Don't need to do that one. And that one we can get rid of. Artifact, Art Races, Shadowmoon Valley, Gorgrond. Let's get rid of some of these. Don't need that one. Let's get rid of that. Then we've got Engineering. So we've got Ore Scrap. We've also got Introduce Yourself here. Archaeology and Innovation here. To create in the Underbelly. Okay, that's the start of my engineering stuff anyway, so we'll probably have a look at that whilst we're here. Go into the Underbelly. What's the difference between the buyout sniper and just regular browsing? The sniper is more to do with constantly searching rather than doing just one shopping search. Okay, are we here? Okay, and then we need to grab that, I guess. Fell Reaver Husk. There's something to hand. Needs the Hunters. Okay, that's going to be further up here. There we go. It actually comes from the 19th quest on the engineering question. 19th there, okay, thank you. I did miss that in the first time. Wow, okay. It's going to take me a little while to go through this. We can do that though, in terms of at least get started on this kind of stuff. Okay, so let's have a look. Where are we at here? Needs the Hunters, and then we're going to do the Endless Possibilities over here. Fair amount to do. Choice just hoarding on the pre-patched vendor pets or sell them right now. It's around 1.3k on each realm. When a pet is available on a certain event, I always hear, I'm not a pet person, so I'll add that in first and foremost. I always hear that it's better to hold on to them until the event is over. When I listen to people like Jack and Bregvids talk about pets, but I'm not a pet expert. Okay, so we've got, what have we got? Introduce yourself to Timothy. We've got extra quests we're doing here as well. So we're doing Goblin Archaeology, Titanic Innovation. Engineering is this one. Our Man in Azuna. Find Fargo Flintlock in Azuna. Over here. Okay, that's easy enough. Let's head over this way. Yeah, Vardis is the pet expert. That is true. Finish your DK to level 50 and want to level engineering. Any recommendations on what to level first? Oh, it depends on what you want to go for first and foremost. There's a fair amount of stuff in different expansions. There's a lot of different pets you can make. I guess the Pandaria stuff for the Sky Golem is a good start, really. It's quite quick to level up and things like that. So I would go with Pandaria first. Historically, these pets are never worth much in the end. Yeah, I guess it does depend on how easy they are to get, certainly. Put all those pets in there for the next 10 years. Okay. You sell them, but you have no clue the tricks to sell them. Aha. Alright, so it's more of a kind of transferring gold to other realms kind of mechanism for you than anything else. Right. Okay, test headgun on fell critters. Latest fashion accessory. Then what do we need to do here? Do we need to actually go in these? On fell critters, just test them on them. Okay, fell guard. Fashion headgear. Oh, I got me lucky. Killed critters using Flintlock's headgun prototype. Am I wearing it? Hold on. Quest item. Mimic octopus. Flintlock's use fire a bullet at your current target.
I fear nothing.
That should work. Fire a bullet at your nearest target. Invalid target. Okay, not that. Let's try a different one then. Fell tainted squirrel? Is that what you mean? Yes. Critters. Critters, not enemies. That makes it easier. We'll just avoid all the other bits and pieces. There we go. Yeah. Work that out in a minute. Okay, where are the critters though? There's another thing over here as well which we need to do. Fell Reaver leg. It'll cost you 1 Fell Reaver leg. Do I need to find a Fell Reaver or something? Fell guard. Fell Reaver leg. There, we'll go down there. Let's go around and grab that one. Wear a smile. Love the name. Thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Fell tainted squirrel. Just gotta find these critters though. That's the hard thing. Oh, do we need to cost you an arm and a leg? Okay, I get the joke. I see. There's another squirrel down here. There we go. Right, where's the arm? Wait around here, I think. There we go. Fell Reaver arm. Grab that one. Do that. Hoping no one else is going for the critters, because I can do those whilst I'm here. Avoid everyone else. There's another one. Okay, any more squirrels anywhere else? Need another 3 squirrels. There we go. There's one. What do I need? One more. One more. There it is. Sorry, squirrel. Right, okay, we've tested that. That all works. Whether they're used in battle pet dungeons, whether you for the battle pets, yes. And isn't it? There's a lot of different changes for what used to be good versus what's good now. Getting into that market yourself. Magpie Pet Guide, welcome. Okay, this is what I used to sell pets on other realms. Okay, thank you, Jack. That's very useful. Can you post that in the useful stuff in the Discord? That would be useful. Ooh, there we go. Tactical headgun, blink trigger headgun. Okay, right, okay. Head back to DD the Wrench in Dalaran. Okay, let's go do that. No, I will. Main pets that were the best battlers are still the same ones, really, if you check on Zufu strats or Slan's battles. Yeah, because there isn't it things like, has Icky changed? Because that was the one I heard changed quite drastically with their flock ability? But I'm no pet expert, but I heard there was something like that. What's the best mat farming? I would suggest you download Dala GG's add-on called Worth It, and it ties in with TSM, so you also have to have TSM. And it will give you a list of all the different things you can go and farm for materials on your server and make use of the prices. Any idea how much gold I made ever made entirely? It's difficult to tell at the moment. If I go onto Samadan, you can see a fair amount on there. Oh, Bone Arrow, thank you so much.
Boney Arrow 23 just subscribed. Awesome gold making times and tips. Glad to be back as a sub.
Well, thank you, Bone Arrow. That's so kind of you. It's lovely to have you here. Thank you for using your Prime. A whole lot of emotes for you. Thank you so much. It's brilliant. Flock changed, yeah. Worth it. There you go. Donex has got you there. Okay, so next in the quest line. These should be fairly easy to do. And then, is there anything else in here? Looks like there should be. Engineering, what's next? Find a suitable power source for these. Design, deliver it. Prismatic fell slate diamond. Problem is, I'm going to need your help, Bridget. Let's start by trying a charged gem from the jewel crafting shop down the way. Okay. I feel someone on my leg. Who have we got? It was Dodger. Dodger was on my leg. So on the 1k cards, it's not much, but it's nice. Very nice, Rose. Saves you having to flip them, certainly. Jewel crafting shop is over this direction, I believe. I need to go in here anyway for the quests. So let's speak to you, Tiffany, and Didi sent me to retrieve something. I also need to speak to you. I'd like to introduce myself, and I'll speak to you. I'd like to introduce myself. There we go. And then we can go over here, pick up that. Grab that quest. I'm going to run out of quest logs here, doing all of these at once. This is what I wish Blizzard did do, was increase the amount of quests you could have. That's my main issue here. Here's the diamond. There we go, let that go through. On Worth It to use DB Min buyout as my price source. It's volatile to use DB Min buyout, so I'm not so sure. But it's kind of the lowest denominator when you're coming to sell stuff at that current time, so it kind of works, but just treat it with caution, really. Preview phase, the Scryer Library. What's in the Scryer Library? I'm not sure about that one. Black Claw and Flock glasses, so that they're better standalone pets but worse in combos. Right, okay. Volatile, lay. What is the last thing? Does it do designs? You help Bridget. Let's start by trying a charged gem from the jewel crafting shop down the way. Do we need to go back over there? Let's go over and ask. Hold on. Charged gem?
Looking for something specific?
Something very expensive, please. No, it's not in there. Jewelry vendor. Okay. Using Roundup DB region sold per day as the max restock quantity. Questions: would you set for your minimum profit amount, trying to gain sales in glyphs and gems? Oh, that's interesting. Ducks Online. I'm not sure about using Roundup. I've never used it myself. Does anyone else have any ideas? No, there's... Okay. Yeah, that's where I use WoW Professions when it comes to actually leveling my professions, but I didn't know about the Scryer thing. That's the odd one. Volatile Ley Torrent Potion. Oh, potion. Mean to speak to an alchemist for that. I would assume. There we go. Ley Torrent Potion. And then we'll go back here. Give you the thing. It's good that they're all close together. There we go. Let that run through. There we go. Oh, something blew up. That's not good. Now what do we need? How did he test the potion?
Interesting.
Always the last thing. Let's check the quest again. Fell infused core. Find a fell infused core. Okay. A new battery if it works. Find a fell infused core. Someone here has one. Try asking Bone Grim in the lounge if he has one. Bone Grim in the lounge. Uniting Goblin Archaeology, Titanic Innovation. Needs of the Hunters. Okay, so where's the... Okay, this is interesting. It's not actually giving me anywhere to go here for this one. Who has one? Fell infused core. Try asking Bone Grim in the Lederman Lounge. Slash tar bone. No, can't do that. It's the inn, is it? Okay. Thank you, Wura. One of the things you actually have to... oh, there it is. That's easy. You have to read the quest text. Bone Grim. There you are. Would you happen to have a fell infused iron core? But I need something in return. Of course you do. Red jewel upstairs caught my eye. Get it for me and I'll trade you. Okay. Red jewel upstairs. Did that work? Open that one. Wand of simulated life. Is that the thing I wanted? I don't think it is. I think it's over here.
I am listening. Good luck.
Someone was looking for you downstairs. Go and grab that. Try to take the jewel. Don't like to be stealing, but it's part of the quest line. And then back downstairs, I guess. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Darkwing. Let's try that again. Here's the jewel. And then we go round. Let's just jump over here. It's fairly quick to go through these engineering quests, it would seem so far. So far, so good. Anyway. Try and get this one. Here's the core you requested. Right, okay, there we go. No different than you've learned it from a trainer. You still need to skill up the profession. Right, okay. Thank you, Vallegro. Right, we are doing well so far. There we go. Module, snack distribution module, Reeves battery, D the wrench, and we are now create Reeves module, distribution optional, summon Reeves and apply the module, and deliver the crate of ammunition to Fargo in Valshara. And we've just sold the Leviathan's Eye for 121 gold. Okay, that's good. Good start, at least. So in terms of making that a Reeves module, let's have a look at that. We're going to have Legion Reeves on snack distribution. Okay, wildfowl eggs, big gamey ribs. Lots of different things there. Do we also need the Reeves battery? I wonder. Snack distribution model. Let's have a look. Crafting, Pandaria engineering, Legion, Reeves module. I queued one up. What would we have here? auction house, guild bank, alts, guild bank, auction house. Okay, there's a lot of different stuff there. I want 50% of dual crafting sales since I undercut you. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff here we need to do, definitely. It just makes it so something has DB region sold per day of 4.8. It will make the same rounded up to 5. I prefer to have it value based off if DB region sold per day is higher, then craft 10, but not sure how to code that. Higher than 1. So you'd have to use it like a if greater than statement. So if DB region sold per day is greater than 1, then return 10, I would guess. Yeah, Jack's got you there. If greater than, and then brackets. So the first thing and the second. The first thing is what you compare to the second thing. If greater than the first, and if the first thing is greater than the second thing, then return the third thing. If it's not greater than it, then the optional extra thing is to include the fourth thing. So you can have up to 4 different things inside the brackets separated by a comma. So if it was if greater than A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D, like there. So if A is greater than B, then return C, else return D. Would be the way that would work. There we go. Now you have 2 living still cooldowns per day. Fantastic. So I hope that makes some sort of sense on that one. But I have less than. Yeah, if less than is the other version, basically. There's different options there. Right, I have pretty much done enough that I need to do for today. We'll get back to leveling engineering next time. We'll see how we get on with that. We're doing well so far, so I'm pretty happy with it as it's going. We've got a few more sales and things coming through. Dual crafting is doing really, really well, so I'm happy with that. Samadan didn't do his daily cooldowns, unfortunately, in the end, but we'll get back to that another time. There's no rush on that lot. We're mainly collecting recipes as things to do before Shadowlands. Once Shadowlands hits, then we'll be going full-on Shadowlands professions, as well as seeing what of our old stuff sells as well. So let's have a look, see who is on. I need to update my Twitch. Hold on. Let that run through. Wait for that to come through, and then we should see. But if you do have any other questions, Ducks Online, feel free to go on over to the Discord, where we have a TSM help channel where we can talk about all this sort of stuff. Definitely. That will, as well as everyone in here, helping out as well. So thank you all for your help. Let's have a look. Let's go over here. Okay, so let's go through. I tell you who I haven't done in a while, and that's Arnota. Let's go have a look at Arnota. And then we can do some others later, another time. Okay, so we're going to go and raid Arnota. Thank you all for such an amazing stream. That was lovely to have you all here. Thank you all for your help. Thank you, my wonderful mods, for helping out in chat. Thank you all for the subs and everything. It was absolutely wonderful. So our next stream will be, what is it today? Tuesday. So next stream is on Thursday evening, same sort of time. And then Friday's stream is going to be in the afternoon, so morning time for NA people. Then we've got lots of giveaways to look out for. So don't forget, the Discord giveaway is ongoing at the moment. Then we'll be doing a Twitter giveaway, and then we'll be doing a live giveaway on the Friday stream. So look out for all of those on all the social media. Until next time, Let's go raid our Notus. Let me set that one up. There we go. And again. You've been raided by the Samadan. I like that. Okay, we're going to send a raid over to Arnota. Thank you all, and we will see you all very soon, hopefully on Thursday. Until next time, happy gold making, and I'll see you very soon.